On this week's episode, we've got brand new announcements from Pioneer, MB QUART, PAC Integration, and ZZ2. This is CMA Live All Access, brought to you by SiriusXM and sponsored by 5 Access Innovations. And it starts now. The folks of Pioneer are coming to market real aggressive with some amazing opportunities in the source unit category. We got Robert Money in the studio with us, and we're going to be talking about some clutch pieces that you dealers need to know about this season, starting with a game-changing piece in the DMH W2770NEX. We have a video we're going to roll, and when we come back, we're going to get Robert to tell you all about it.
Actually, that piece, as you mentioned, Ben, is really a game changer. That DMHW 2770 is integrating Apple wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and we also push the envelope by adding WebLink 3.0, which is a third-party solution for the people who don't necessarily want to deal with Apple ecosystem or Android Auto ecosystem. So it's a third-party solution where you can use pretty much the same type of interface of, from CarPlay or Android Auto. Actually, it looked pretty closer to what it is from Android Auto. But that piece will give you access to different application that is not necessarily the case within the CarPlay ecosystem. So you can use Waze, as most people know, but you can also use Genius Map, which is another system that is actually using ear map in the background, and where you can do offline mapping. So if for some reason you don't have access to a cellular system where you're driving, that Genius Map will give you access to the mapping system, even if you are not connected with the cellular network. So that's really great things. Top of that, we're having SiriusXM integration. We're having all the feature set that you necessarily will need for good audio pieces with the 3 pairs of pre-out, the MOSFET 50, which is a classic for Pioneer, and the integration of the backup camera and any other audio video input you should look for when you're looking for great audio video pieces. Cherry on top, and that is where the game changer is. It's only $540 Canadian for a Japanese quality product.
Now, Robert, sticking with that theme of value and just loaded with features, we're going to talk about another hot piece in the DMH T450EX. This is a floating screen unit. It's got a value price point. It's got an improved GUI that we want to see. And it's got some pretty big interface experience that I think a lot of consumers and dealers can certainly comprehend, but also take advantage of. And again, a quick video to show you what it's all about. And Robert, break down for us afterwards all the great features this unit has in store.
Another great Pioneer piece again. That 9-inch floating screen actually is a bit different in the offer than what we used to have with Pioneer. So what we decided in the design of that piece is to integrate something with a bigger screen for better usability I should say user-friendly, more user-friendly type of approach of the unit with a simplified graphic user interface with bigger icons in a way to give the user a smooth control, nice interaction, and something that is actually not complex to use. So it's not offering CarPlay or Android Auto, but we still use the WebLink 3.0 interface. So if for some reason customers don't want to deal with complexity of connected things, but for some reason change his mind and wants to have mapping system or more advanced integration further down using the unit, with the WebLink 3.0, the user will be able to access all the connectivity app that you will need on the daily drive basis. So, which is map, media control, and any other type of interaction that the customers will look for. We will have an answer for it, even at that price point. Actually, that high quality 9-inch screen with a floating displays can also be fully user adjustable. So that will be one of the top picks for people dealing with maybe sun glare from the sunroof or something like this. So the screen itself is totally user adjustable. Not just about the screen aid and the tilt, but the user can also move the display left to right in a way to optimize the angle and the viewing angle to minimize the glare on the screen itself. So that is pretty unique type of offer, and it's only 550 Canadian.
And finally, guys, we're talking about the bad boy, the apex predator in the entire line. The model DMH-WT 3800 NEX is absolutely the most versatile product in the Pioneer lineup. Of course, again, we're talking about a 9-inch floating screen, but really maximizes on connectivity as well as integration with both access to Maestro as well as Metra access. I'm not going to spill all the beans. Here's a quick video to show you some highlights, and Robert's going to break it all down for you.
That piece is really fully loaded. Actually, this is the most recent one we just introduced. It will offer to the customers the typical connected things that we look for. So wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, the WebLink 3.0 here again. So three type of offer to suit the best of your needs. No matter what's your preference, we will have an answer for it. And as you mentioned, Ben, the integration flexibility is one of the key aspects of that piece. It's fully loaded with the input and output, the interface, Sirius XM ready. We also integrate with the help of Pioneer Voices, Amazon Alexa in that piece as well. But two cool features actually are for the customers, because that will offer better installation opportunity, but for the installers as well, where we're giving tools in a way to do a better offer for their customers. So we have the HydroLink Maestro RR that pretty much any guys in the industries know for the advanced data interface, like controlling the HVAC system in the car from the aftermarket unit. But we also did a great partnership with Metra in a way to offer a similar type of product with their Metra Access AXPIO that is actually doing pretty much the same type of data interface as we do with the Maestro RR. So instead of offering that things to with only one offer, one business partner, we have two possible scenarios. So if for some reason a dash kit is not available or an interface is not available for a specific model of car, with one data module, maybe we have the opportunity with the other manufacturer to do it. So it's more installation opportunities for the customers and the dealers on that side. And last but not least, we're offering two products within the same box. So let me explain it a bit. So this is a floating screen, as most people know. So that will be that singled in installation with a floating screen where you can adjust left to right, up, down, tilt. But in the box, we're also including all the mechanical pieces, the hardware required in a way to perform a flush mount type of installation instead of a floating mount, which means if you have the selected car model that are compatible with specific dash kit, either from Mitra or High Data Link, because both of these business partners do those kits, you will be able to integrate, as an example, in a Volkswagen Golf Mark 7, a flush mount system with that 9 screen that will totally look as a OEM cosmetic. So no floating panel, not something that will look to be aftermarket, but really something that will look OEM.
Well, Robert, there you have it. 3 awesome pieces coming to you from Pioneer Electronics, 2 value pieces and 1 that is just absolutely loaded and optimized for integration options. I understand, Robert, there is a promotion going on for dealers right now. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, this promotion is North American wide.
Actually, yes. So we push the offer. We bring the great pieces at a even greater pricing. So the current promotion is running in the United States as well as Canada. As an example, the DMH W2770 actually is offered at $500 instead of the $540, which translates to $380 US for the US market. If you look for the DMH T450, that 9-inch screen floating piece will be at an aggressive price of $460 Canadian and $350 US dollars. And the last one, the great one, the biggest one, we will offer until July 4th the DMHW T3800 next to $1,000, so $999 and $99, so the magic 9, and $700 US for the US market.
Hi, Jody from 5 Axis here. Just want to bring everybody up to speed with what we do and how we do it. We're a display company. We do a lot of custom graphics. Obviously, we do custom audio boards. We do RGB lighting. We do graphical work up top. We also do all the different custom amp mounts. So for all your store needs, we do front counters, we do home audio sections, we do lighting, everything that you're looking for, give us a call. Again, it's 5 Axis, 414-326-7162.
Well, as we all know, the UTV market has absolutely exploded in recent years. And at the head of that pack is a brand that we've known for so many years, and that is, of course, MB QUART. Now, more recently, they have come up with what I feel is an absolute game changer of a source unit. I'm not going to give away all the details. We're going to roll the video. And when we come back, we've got Rob Anderson to give us all the deets.
Introducing the GMR 7V1 by MB QUART. This latest version of the GMR features selectable audio sources. These include CarPlay, Bluetooth, AM, FM, weather band, 2 USB inputs, and an aux input. It also integrates auxiliary switching system and full RGB lighting controller. For video, it has inputs and output for 2 camera inputs and 1 video output. You'll have dual zone and full audio adjustments. This means you can control the volume in 2 different areas independently, changing the sub-level control and featuring a 10-band EQ. The latest version of the GMR is LifeShield IPX rated, fully protected against all of the elements. To learn more about the GMR 7V1, head over to mbquart.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Now, if you're like me, you're just as excited to see some of these amazing features that we've just seen in this video. So Rob, first and foremost, congratulations on the brand new launch of this GMR7V1 source unit. What can you tell us a little bit about the development of this product?
Thanks, Ben. Man, we are super excited here at MB QUART to finally be able to talk about this source unit. So we've been in development in this source unit for about a year or so now. And, like we've always said, we're true enthusiasts here at MB QUART. So we personally are riding our UTVs. We're going out to Glamis. We're hitting the trails. We're going up to Moab. So we're putting in the hours and on the trail. And so we personally wanted a source unit that would go to the next level, and that we could bring to market for the consumers, right? So naturally, we had to take it to the next level. We had an amazing unit that we used for many years, the GMR LED. An amazing gauge mount radio source unit that's been included in all of our aftermarket UTV kits and some of our OEM platforms as well. But this GMR7 V1 7-inch waterproof touchscreen CarPlay source unit is feature packed, right? So right off the bat, we're going to talk. We have a 7-inch screen here. That's going to be one of the largest screens in this UTV market. It's touchscreen and it's waterproof. So IPX67, fully waterproof, dust proof. Get mud on it, whatever, hose it down. You won't have a problem with that. And then one of the biggest talking features of this unit, it's CarPlay. So all the features that you expect in your own mobile, car application, you could bring that here and more in the UTV side and even on the marine applications. This unit accomplishes a couple things, right? We have the UTV market, we have the marine market that could use this as well. And I've actually seen some overland builds with our builder network that we've actually sent this unit out pre-release, and they have it in Rhino built out in Missouri has this amazing rover that has this as the main source unit, because there's some cool features we could talk about where the overland market could use it. So let's talk about some CarPlay stuff that's really cool for say the off-road UTV or overlanding market. So you can use your preferred GPS applications like Gaia or OnX or any of those other kind of solutions as your GPS here on this CarPlay unit. So Gaia is what I personally use. You can download all those maps so you don't have to have any issues. Say if you're out in Moab and you lose cell phone reception, boom, automatically downloaded apps, and then you're going to be integrated perfectly with that CarPlay feature on our GMR7 source unit. But let's talk about some other cool things, right? I mentioned some maybe marine and overland applications. Well, this unit is a dual zone source unit. So perfect for, say, you have cabin speakers set up for your wake boarding boat, and you could have it where your tower speakers, where the riders on the back, could be its separate zone. So we could have everyone that's in the cabin have a different volume level than the people in the back. Or if you're in a overland setup, hey, okay, zone 1 is inside your vehicle. Zone 2, if you have some outward facing speakers, could be your camp zone 2 setup. So kind of a cool little idea, and kind of like the application and the use case is kind of endless with that. It's all up to your imagination with that dual zone setup. Fully customization, full EQs, full volume levels, sub levels, name it, we did it. It's in this source unit. But let's talk about some more even crazier features, right? Let's return back to the UTV market and maybe even the boat market here. So full RGB controller, light controller built into the source unit. So have all your LEDs for your whips, your pods, your under the UTV. That could all be controlled via this source unit. So no more buying, the cheap eBay or cheap Amazon solutions. Well, here, this source unit accomplishes everything, right? And then, okay, well, Rob, we could control the RGB lights. Well, we have to have switches to turn that on, right? Our RGB lights. Well, yeah, built into this source unit is its own independent switching system. So an auxiliary switching system. So this is going to be a 500 milliamp trigger for a relay system. So anything that you have on a switch that you want to be controlled via the source unit, as long as it's on a relay, boom, we could control it from here with 4 built-in electronic switches on this touchscreen source unit. And, okay, well, Rob, those are some great talking points, but what about the base stuff? Dude, you got what I actually need, besides CarPlay and all that? Of course. So we have Bluetooth, AM, FM, weather band radio, 2 camera inputs. So that's perfect for a reverse camera, maybe a front facing camera for if you have your UTV or overland vehicles, so you could spot yourself when you're crawling somewhere. We have a video input. We have auxiliary in, Bluetooth controls both for phone calls and music. And the best thing about it, it's all in one unit, fully sealed for the elements, and it's starting off at a great price point. Right now, the MSRP that we have going for it is $499.99, and we price that aggressively. We know we're one of the first people in this marketplace of a waterproof CarPlay touchscreen source unit with this screen size, and well, you know what? We're going to take advantage of that. We're going to price it aggressively so that people could get these in their vehicles and enjoy it and hit the trails, hit the waves, and have some fun with it. So we're really excited about how feature packed this is. And the cool thing about it is that it's not just like some quickly put together product here. We also are releasing this unit. So, we have this OEM history, especially on the UTV side. We've been UTV audio system providers for both Polaris, CF Moto, and Kawasaki for our other brand under our umbrella. But specifically with this source unit, we've actually launched it with some audio systems on the CF OEM side. So you can get this unit already off the factory floor in your UTV from CF Moto. But it's an amazing source unit, and I can't wait to see how people are using it and have some fun with it with them and their friends on the trails. I'm really excited to personally get this in my vehicle and have a ball with it. So yeah, that's the GMR7 V1, the waterproof touchscreen 7-inch CarPlay source unit from MB QUART.
Rob, honestly, here I am listening to all these amazing features. Every single checkbox that I wanted checked off is in this unit, whether it's the screen, the touch screen, the CarPlay, the switching, the RGB control, you name it. It seems like you guys have already figured out. And at the price point at $499 US, this one is going to be hard to beat. So last question I have for you, Rob, before I let you go. Availability, is this thing shipping now? Can dealers get their hands on it right now?
Absolutely. So this unit is shipping right now. We have stock in it. Like I said, we've been developing this for the last couple years, and it's available now. So hit up your authorized MB QUART dealer or distributor and get this in your vehicle now.
Integration specialist known as PAC has come up with yet another great solution, and this time it's going to help installers access information that's on the CAN bus. We've got Jeff Smith here to tell us a little bit more about what this new module is going to do for installers.
Hey, Ben, that's right. We have been working extremely hard on the new CAN Pro CP1S module in order to make sure that installers today have all the tips and tricks up their sleeve to make installing aftermarket products a breeze in modern data bus control vehicles.
So for those that don't know, this particular module under the PAC integration series of products, why don't you break it down a little bit more of what this series does and why this is so relevant right now?
But in today's marketplace, modern vehicles are not like the vehicles from back in the day where you could find an accessory wire, a speed pulse wire, a reverse wire very easily in a vehicle. Now that vehicles are more data bus integrated, a lot of these triggers are completely hidden or extremely hard to find because they're only generated when the vehicle is running or from the BCM or ECU. Now that we have figured out that we have an ability in PAC, since we've been the integration experts for many years, to create products like this specifically for installers to T-harness directly into a vehicle and be able to give you standard analog triggers. The CP1S CAN Pro module has the ability to T-harness into a lot of the popular vehicles. We currently actually have this product available for the Ford platform and for Tesla. Ben, you know how important Teslas are for adding aftermarket equipment and how hard they can be because these EV vehicles can be extremely dangerous and very complicated in working in. Being able to take the CP1S and T-harness into the vehicle in a factory data connection point, whether it be on the backside of the console in a Tesla or under the steering column in a Ford vehicle or multiple different places, depending upon the vehicle platform, we can give you 9 dedicated common triggers that an installer or retail shop would want to typically tap into. We have the ability to give you accessory power, illumination, speed pulse, reverse, high beam status, left turn signal trigger, right turn signal trigger, parking brake status. Think about all the different aftermarket equipment that needs those type of analog triggers that you typically cannot find in modern data bus vehicle platforms. This is specifically why we created this particular product. Whether you're adding LEDs, adding a dash cam system, adding left and right blind spot cameras, adding a lighting system that requires to know the status of your high beams for fog lights, for emergency lights, and things like this. This is where this product, in the hands of capable, creative installers, is going to be a sheer winner and reduce the amount of hours spent hunting down these connectivity points, making sure that these connectivity points are the right ones that only work when the vehicle is running or a certain amount of current. This product, in conjunction with another product in our family, the Switch Hub under Stinger, allows you to take these triggers and run it to something like this solid state relay to give you up to 100 amps of output current capability. We've made it super easy, Ben. We've actually allowed you to be able to, like we said, T-harness directly into the vehicle's data bus system and then plug into the CP1S module. And we've already pre-labeled and pre-coded all of these terminating analog triggers to make installing any of these components simple and easy. That's all we want to do, is be the installer's friend and give you a product that's going to make installing aftermarket equipment that much easier.
Now, Jeff, I can totally see where this is going to come to play. I feel this is going to be a time saver, but also from a safety perspective and protecting the vehicle, because let's be honest, if sometimes you start probing in the wrong place, you know what could happen. This seems like a surefire way to make sure you get those triggers in a safe manner. Now, you did mention a couple applications. I'm sure dealers tuning in are curious. Are there any other applications on the horizon?
The CamPro system is going to be a ongoing, evolving product family. Currently, what we do is we offer a QR code on the back of the actual harness for each vehicle harness that we have. Because what we're finding, Ben, is the more and more vehicles we get into, we're finding that if we connect in this location, you can get these outputs. If you connect into this location, you can get these outputs. So are there more vehicle platforms coming? There's a ton more vehicle platforms coming. You are going to have the ability, like we currently said in Ford, you currently have the F-150, F-250, the Lightning, the Maverick, the Bronco, the Mach-E, Mustang, all these vehicle platforms, Tesla, Model 3, Model Y. There's going to be an additional one for the Model X. There's so many other platforms we have in the works, Ben. Stay in tune with pack-audio.com, our social, Pack Integrate on Instagram and Facebook. There's going to be so many more platforms coming down the pipeline to make European vehicles, American vehicles, you name it, EVs, that much easier for installers to add aftermarket equipment without hunting and spending countless hours trying to figure out the best way to integrate into these vehicles.
Finally, Jeff, can we get some more information as far as its availability? Is it shipping now? And what can dealers expect as far as a timeline and when they could try out these great products to help them with their installs and tapping into these triggers?
And there's no need to wait. The CamPro system is available and in stock now, shipping all around the globe. We currently have, like we said, the Ford platform and the Tesla platform available. Others will come down the pipeline. The system itself is a standalone module Then you can, of course, pair it with the harness that you need for your vehicle platform. Then you're going to simply add additional vehicle harnesses down the line. It will always be the same CP1S module and just continue to grow and grow and grow as a family. But right now, Tesla and Ford platforms is in stock, available, and shipping now. Dealers should have plenty of these on the shelves in order to rock and roll whenever these very popular vehicles come directly into their installation base.
Hey guys, Ricky Lima here from SiriusXM. I had a chance to speak to some dealers and ask them what they love about selling SiriusXM. Here's what they had to say.
Coast-to-coast coverage.
I love SiriusXM for commercial-free music.
It's a great add-on sale and a profit opportunity.
We love selling SiriusXM because you can listen to the same channel coast to coast.
Profitability and ease of installation. It's a no-brainer.
We love selling SiriusXM for its ease of installation, great profitability, and reliability.
People love it.
ZZ2, the OEM integration specialists, have come up with some new updates and some new products which are hot to trot, and we're going to get to know all about them today. We've got Tiago Sperandio, who's the Vice President of ZZ2 with us today. And Tiago, let's start from the top. The news is some brand new software updates for the ZZ Play family of product.
First of all, I want to thank you, Ben, for the opportunity to be here in the show, so we can be direct in contact with all our customers and dealers all around the country and Canada as well. And just want to talk a little bit about our new software that we released a couple weeks ago. And usually most of people, they like to talk about new products, but actually this software is very important for us and makes a huge difference in terms of CarPlay, Android Auto functionality when we talk about integration. So we released this software about 10 to 15 days ago. And until that day, every single CarPlay unit was supposed to be using the aux adapter in the car to get audio input, audio from the CarPlay and the Android Auto solutions. And now with this new implementation, we start using the factory Bluetooth to handle the audio from CarPlay completely. So the end user will be much happier in terms of audio quality and in terms of easier usage when they are in CarPlay or Android Auto mode, because they just need to be in a Bluetooth audio source, no more in auxiliary. They can get phone calls, they can do everything through the phone now, or they can answer phone calls using steering controls or the phone, and the audio will be routed to the factory Bluetooth. And the other point, it will make the life easier for the installer, because now they don't have to run the aux cable anymore to the aux port in the car, saving them some time in installation. So basically that's the biggest thing that we need to announce and put the information out there, which make ZZ2 ahead of the game in terms of integration, in terms of CarPlay and Android Auto integration.
Tiago, that is some huge news, and you're right. That really impacts not only from an installation standpoint, but for the end user to totally not have to rely on that auxiliary input and go Bluetooth. Yep, certainly an edge. Congratulations to you and your team for providing that update. Now, there are other new things to talk about, and we're talking about new solutions and applications, more specifically for Land Rover, Land Cruiser, and Toyota. Can you tell us more about this?
So talking about the Toyota first, which is our new kit called ITZ Toy. It's actually not new, but was released a few months ago. And it's a unique device. One unique device is compatible with 9 different vehicles, starting in 2014 all the way to 2019. So basic cars with basic trim levels like Corolla, Camry, Tacoma, Sequoia, 4Runner, Highlander. So all those cars with the factory full color screen, backup camera without CarPlay. Now we can do CarPlay fully integrated with the factory touchscreen. It uses the factory Bluetooth. And also you can hit those cars that they don't have backup camera. Now you do have the input to add a reverse camera as well. On the other side, we are also working on a new kit for the Land Rover and Jaguar vehicles equipped with a 10-inch screen. So far, we are only compatible with the 8-inch screen. That piece is very close to be released. So I just want to be, here to all of you guys that are looking for this solution. We will be getting this unit available in a couple weeks. After that, we are validating our GX460 CarPlay unit into the Land Cruiser. So besides the Lexus GX460, we also will be compatible with the Toyota Land Cruiser. We are on the final stages, and that piece will also be available, I would say, in 7 to 10 days.
Now, ZZ2 has a huge catalog of different types of products that really help you integrate into modern vehicles. One such product, which has been hot in the market, is something that we want to spend some time on to let you dealers know exactly how feature loaded this product is. Of course, we're talking about the ZZ Air Pro. Tiago, can you break down for us the incredible features that this small device has and how it could really benefit their customers?
So ZZ Air Pro actually was one of the greatest additions to our ZZ Air family. Since we released the ZZ Air CP a couple of years ago, that's our baby, still doing super good to this day. We add on the ZZ Air Duo. Now the ZZ Air Pro will do exactly the same thing that the other pieces will do, converting wired to wireless CarPlay and wired to wireless Android Auto. But now with a simple unit, you also can do Netflix and YouTube streaming. This is the little device right here. As you can see, very tiny device, simple USB connection into the same port that you plug your iPhone to get CarPlay on the screen. Now you can do much more than just have the basic information on the screen. Like I said, it will do streaming, Netflix. It will also do YouTube on your factory screen. With a simple USB connection, you just need to hotspot the unit with your phone to provide internet connection, and it will be right there at your fingertips. So converting wired to wireless CarPlay Android Auto, plus Netflix and YouTube on factory screen. This piece also is compatible with aftermarket head units. So Pioneer, Kenwood, Alpine, JVC, any of the other aftermarket head units with a wired connection. Now you can do wireless and add Netflix and YouTube right on the screen.
Now, Tiago, I remember a couple months back, you brought this new product into one of our shows. And I'll be honest, I was scratching my head, not kind of sure what this was all about. But then you demoed it to me, and I totally get it now. So I thought it was super important that we show off this product and tell dealers why they need a Z-Wags.
So Ben, the Z-Wags actually is being one of our greatest products that we released in the last few months. Actually, it's for those shops that they do fleets, construction vehicles, emergency vehicles, state vehicles, or even the lawn trucks in the road on the roads that they have to be on the side of the road. They need some visibility. So we released this very little device called Z-Wags, which is we're compatible with the Ford, GM, and Dodge vehicles for right now. On a Dodge vehicles, there's a little bit different. It goes to the OBD port, but makes all the OEM lights to flash in a different patterns. So it's an OBD connection. You turn on and off with the high beam lever. You hold it for 5 seconds. All the OEM lights will flash, and you can change patterns. And then we released, I would say 6 to 8 months ago, the Z-Wags for Ford and GM as well. This is the plug and play. It's a little bit different than the Dodge. The GM, you have to go at the BCM. It's all color coded, as you can see here. Simple installation. It takes 15 minutes to do the installation, and you activate the same way with the high beam lever for 5 seconds. Or we also supply in the package a little push button that when you press and hold that button for 3 seconds, it will activate the lights as well. In addition to that, we have the Ford, which is the same device, different software, of course. So plug and play at the BCM as well. And we'll do the same features, 8 different patterns, And now we are expanding. We're also working on a 2023 Ford Super Duties, which they have a different BCM, and 2023 GM vehicles when they release a new BCM as well with new trucks. So this is a great device. Instead of spending 4 to 6 hours installing strobes in the trucks, now you can do plug and play at the BCM. We don't have to drill any holes. We don't have to run any cables. You plug right at the BCM, 4 connections, and with a simple press of a button, you can have all the OEM lights flashing, and bringing some visibility to all those vehicles on the side of the road.
Now, looking ahead, Tiago, what else can we expect from ZZ2 coming up in the near future? Because you guys always have these interesting and very thought-involved products that really help. In fact, most of the products you come up with, we didn't even know we needed until you come up with them.
So we're going to be releasing our line of EV chargers pretty soon. We are just finalizing on our side here some details, but that's going to be coming up very soon for the whole industry. Of course, we are always expanding our compatibility with the new vehicle in terms of CarPlay and Android Auto. And for all you guys that watch the show, just keep tuned here because every time we have a new release, we'll be here at the CMA and talking to Ben and all the whole team here at the CMA network.
All right, Tiago, last but not least, let's let the dealers know exactly who they need to get in contact with should they want to get a hold of some of your great products and become an authorized ZZ2 dealer.
So as of right now, we only have 2 distributors in North America. We work very close with Tri-State Enterprises, which covers the Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana area. So if you guys are in the area looking for some parts, some integration, CarPlay, they're very, very good quality, reach out to them. Great partners. They have an awesome team of sales and tech support. They also deliver the parts on the same day. So reach out to them, and if you don't have an account, just open up an account with them. And in Canada, of course, we do have Automobility Distribution. Great partners. They do a very good job promoting our brand and also supporting our products. And all the dealers in New England area, north of New York, we have Future RDA with a 12-volt solutions. So reach out to him if you have any questions, or you can always call our office here in South Florida, phone number 929-220-1212. We are always here to answer all the questions regarding to product features or compatibility, even tech support. We are always available to all of you guys.
And that is a wrap on this week's CMA Live All Access, brought to you by SiriusXM and presented by 5-Axis Innovation. Thanks for tuning in, as we always deliver the freshest news of what's going on in our 12-volt electronics industry. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.
There's never been a better time to have SiriusXM with over 150 channels in your vehicle. Your Platinum Plan offer includes more than ever before to enjoy online, on your phone, or at home. Create your own ad-free personalized stations powered by Pandora. Hear ad-free extra channels and enjoy favorite shows with SiriusXM Video on Demand. What you love is on now.